Welcome to this explainer. We all have these great new behaviors we want to adopt, right? But man, that bridge between wanting to do something and actually doing it every single day, it's notoriously fragile. Well, today, we're unpacking a highly practical blueprint to fix exactly that. We're going to give you a structured psychological framework to make those goals an actual reality.
So let's just get right into it. How do you actually anchor a fresh goal within your current lifestyle so that it lasts, longer than just a few days? Most of the time, when we try to build a new habit, we completely rely on sheer willpower. We tell ourselves, I'm just going to try harder this time. But look, willpower is a finite resource. Relying on it alone, that's honestly just a recipe for frustration. We don't need more effort. We need a system. We need a way to seamlessly weave that new behavior into the life we're already living. Which brings us to part 1, the habit stacking blueprint. The core concept we are dealing with here is called habit stacking. And really, it's simply the art of attaching a brand new habit to an old one. Instead of trying to carve out some completely new time slot in your already busy day or relying on yet another annoying alarm on your phone, you leverage the routines you already do without even thinking. You're developing new routines by linking them directly to existing ones. It's kind of like piggybacking. The secret here is triggering a new action with an established daily cue.
So, how do we actually do this? Let's look at part 2, the 3-step formula. The mechanics work exactly like this. Step 1, you must first identify a clear prompt in your daily life. This is your cue, and it absolutely has to be something you already do every single day without fail. Step 2, follow that cue immediately with your new action. This is the routine you're trying to build. And finally, step 3, and this is absolutely crucial, lock it in with a subsequent reward. That reward is vital because it literally tells your brain, hey, that action was worth doing, which ensures you'll actually want to repeat it tomorrow.
Okay, to see how this builds, let's look at a super practical example from our source. If I brush my teeth, think about that for a second. Brushing your teeth is a heavily ingrained habit. You don't need a calendar reminder to do it, right? It's just a natural part of your morning or evening flow, and that makes it the absolute perfect, reliable prompt to anchor something new.
The exact second that familiar cue happens, you trigger the new routine. In this example, the new routine is incredibly simple. Then I will do 1 push-up. Notice how specific and manageable that is? You aren't committing to some grueling 45-minute workout right out of the gate. Actually, scratch that. You're committing to the absolute smallest possible version of the new action. You brush your teeth and immediately, boom, you drop down for a single push-up. The established cue effortlessly launches the new routine.
Finally, you seal the loop with a reward to reinforce the behavior. To get a high five from myself. Now I know, it sounds almost silly, right? But honestly, that is entirely the point. The reward doesn't have to be some lavish treat. It can be something as ridiculously simple as a literal high five in the bathroom mirror. The whole purpose of this step is just to generate a genuine sense of personal achievement. That tiny little spark of success and positive reinforcement, that is exactly what cements the new behavior right into your nervous system. Moving right along to part 3, map your own habit. Okay, take a deep breath. Are you ready to map your own habit? I want you to think about 1 fresh goal you want to anchor into your lifestyle right now. What's 1 small routine you've been meaning to start? Keep it right there in the front of your mind as we move to this next step.
Let's mentally fill in the blanks together. First, what is your established daily cue? Maybe it's making your morning coffee or, closing your laptop at the end of the workday. Second, then I will. What's your desired new routine? Remember, keep it small. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water or writing down just 1 task for tomorrow. Finally, to get, what is your fun subsequent reward? A deep breath, a quick smile, or marking a giant check mark on a piece of paper? Boom, you are literally creating your own customized formula right now.
The reason this whole psychological framework is so incredibly effective is perfectly summarized by this quote directly from our blueprint. The entire philosophy of habit stacking encourages small, manageable changes that are reinforced through a sense of personal achievement. You see, we usually fail because we try to overhaul our entire lives overnight. We try to change the whole shebang all at once. But this proves that sustainable success comes from the exact opposite approach. It comes from tiny, highly specific actions linked to things you're already doing, cemented by simply feeling good about yourself.
So you have the blueprint. You know exactly how to identify a prompt, attach a new action, and celebrate with a subsequent reward. The only question left for us to ask is, what new habit will you stack today?